Hello, sysfailure here again, and welcome back to another Snapshot video. Today we're looking at Snapshot 15W37A, and I'm actually standing in one of the new changes. This is a whole new world. It's a new preset, and also a new biome. So what it is, in the super flat presets, you had things like redstone ready before, but you didn't have one that was a void of nothingness. Well, now you do. This is a total nothingness void, other than this platform, which is right here at the bottom of the world, and at the same time, well, it doesn't have the fire or that, but I've put them there to show you something later. But this platform, otherwise, is all stone with a cobblestone one right there in the middle, and there's nothing else in the world. I also say it's a biome, because if we bring up the F3 screen, you'll see we are in the biome of the void. Ooh, mysterious. The void has some special abilities, main one being no mobs spawn at all. So, unlike sort of mushroom biomes where you could still get like mushrooms, etc., literally nothing spawns in the void, which is pretty cool. It also doesn't rain, very much like a desert, but grass and water are normal colours, unlike a desert. Now, as a personal thing, I do think this platform is too big for Void World, because you will spend a lot of time just destroying a lot of it. So I'd recommend that should be made smaller. And in the current snapshot, if you've got F3 screen up, do not, whatever you do, go beneath here. Because it seems to crash the game at the moment if you've got F3 and go down into the actual void, which is odd. Also, they've added a new game rule, which is spectators generate chunks. Now, what this is to do with, hardcore worlds, previously, if in a hardcore world, if you died, your world got deleted. So, that was a little bit sad. Now, hardcore worlds, if you die, actually turn you into a spectator, so you can fly around your world and see where you used to live. Previously, even as a spectator, you'd go around and chunks would generate. Now, with the game rule spectators generate chunks, which is true by default, you will still generate chunks. But if it's set to false, spectators flying around will not produce new chunks in a world, which is probably also quite useful for servers and things like that. There's also apparently some improved chunk generation, and sort of loading and sending back and forth from servers, etc. But as we're in a void world, I haven't really seen any of that. So as you can see, it's reasonably smooth considering there's nothing here. We'll have a look at some of the weapon changes first. So his sword is now a bit faster. You'll see that's quite an improvement on the swing there, just to the right of my status bar. Axe is quite a bit slower, like that. And I think it was in previous snapshots, but I didn't mention it. But you see, that's the speed of a diamond one. A wooden one is lower, like so, and diamond one's a bit faster. So lower end weapons and tools are slower as well than their higher end counterparts. You'll probably notice I'm trotting around with a bow in my left hand here, and previously, well, you could carry it in there if you want, but there was nothing you could do with it. Now, I can swing that one, but I could also fire the bow. So here I am, so running around doing some combat, and it's like, yeah, something comes from long distance, and I shoot it in the face. So that's pretty cool for combat stuff. So you could choose to have a bow, or you could switch it out for, like a shield. Which the F button doesn't seem to swap bow for a shield. Interesting. Now it's working. Wasn't working a second ago. Odd. Sounds a little bit glitchy. You can't use the shield and the bow though, because left, I just try and hit things with it, and right, I just fire the bow. So that's not a combination you can use. I will mention with combat, there seems to be something slightly odd with this Void World as well. Let me just get a few of these guys down, and yeah, come here. There we go, you're all safe. So if I turn myself into survival, you can see they're attempting to shoot at me, but their arrows are not actually firing, which is odd. I've checked in a normal world, and they will actually kill you in this situation quite easily, but in the void world, for some reason, they don't. And I realised I've got fire protection, and I wanted to take damage. Well, we'll get to that in a moment. There's also, you may have noticed, the shield I was trotting around has a different look to it. Right there. Now you don't make it with any wool whatsoever. So this is a crafting recipe for the shield, right here. And that makes you a blank shield. And if you take your blank shield to a crafting bench, you can combine it with any type of banner you want. And it will take that feature on. So you don't have to then go, oh dear, I've had a green base, I'm trying to combine it with a yellow based banner. Tough. Based banner is not something you want to repeat all the time. So that's a nice change. However, well, as I said, I want to set myself on fire to take some damage. I will show you one of the changes is going to upset some people. Alright, that's that gone. First, apple, golden apple took nuggets. Golden apple now takes ingots for the same golden apple. So it's got more expensive, yes? Well, not only has it got more expensive. Don't know where that arrow came from. But not only got more expensive, but it does less now. I really need to get my fix. So 5 seconds of regeneration 1 and 2 minutes of absorption. And that's about enough to regenerate 1 heart. So you can regenerate 1 heart in exchange for an apple and 8 gold ingots. So I think that's been nerfed a little too much. And then the notch apple. We now have regeneration 2, absorption 4, resistance 1, and fire resistance. So that's been a bit nerfed as well, but not as bad as the lower end apple, I suppose. But that's your main changes in this particular snapshot. Yay, on fire. Some of them good, some of them not so good, but again, these are snapshots and, oh, it's finally raining. Oh, they've finally figured out how to shoot me. That took them long enough. Interesting. Okay. Hang around for an experiment. Day. Weather. Clear. Okay, I guess the fire on them is setting fire to their arrows or something. No? No, it was raining. Right. It looks like when it's raining in the void, they can shoot you. But otherwise, they can't. That's bizarre. Alright, well, we'll leave it at that. As it says, clearly a few bugs, but these are snapshots. So I hope you found some of them interesting. You may agree with me on some of the stuff that needs to be changed. You may not, but that's how these things work. So thanks for watching this one, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.